spilled. Oh, it's so nice and warm. It's Bulletproof, Filter-Free Friday. Welcome to my living room. We'll fold some laundry and have a chat. I'm gonna drink Bulletproof. Guys, it's good. Good morning, and it's so warm. Woo! Hello, Jillian and Sarah and Andrea. My friends are here. Michelle. Hello, Kelly and Tammy. Chilly Chicago, I bet. I was chilly here. And it's actually just delightful. Hey, Gabby. Hey, Megan. Hey, Julie. It is beautiful outside right now, I have to be honest. It is just nice stinking weather out there for us. It's like in the 70s, and it's pretty, and it wasn't humid at all. Amanda says they just got Bulletproof and they love it. It's amazing. I know. Get it. Go. Click the link above. You get 10% when you leave here. Don't leave now because we're in the middle of our show. But you can go. You can get this coffee cup. You can try out Bulletproof. I was just telling somebody at yoga about it. Got your earbuds in. Good morning, Lynn. Good morning, Katie. I think it's like 75-ish. I didn't look at my weather app. I don't know. Brandy, that's only because I'm not normally ever this prepared. Obviously, you guys know me. But I did have to shoot some like holiday stuff. We did a video that went out yesterday for Icon, and we had the house decorated for Christmas. But it was just because we were shooting some videos, and I thought if I take this down after putting this up, there will be no decorations for Christmas. So yeah, so I just ate, and I don't know if you know anybody who does this. My husband hates that I do it. So I had pie for breakfast because we had to take pie into my son's class. And so this is what I do to pumpkin pie. Can you guys see it? Oh, can you see it? It's hard to see. I eat the pumpkin out of the shell. I don't actually eat the crust. It drives my husband batty. And he's like, you need to finish the rest of it. And it's like, no, that's all I wanted. I just wanted to eat the pumpkin out of it. So, oh, they have tea, Rhonda. If you want, if you're looking at decaf things, they do have tea. And they do have some other stuff as well. Yeah. Oh, Jessica, we had so much fun making that. Making that. Decorations go up on the 1st at Christine's house. I put up my tree in a week a little early, but felt like you were in the mood. I love it. I love it. So here's the thing. Let's just be honest, okay? You know I would have never been in such great gear, right? You know I would have never. Oh, Andrea says, I love the crust. That's a travesty. I don't. I'm not really a big crust person in general. But I love the pumpkin pie filling, right? I love pumpkin pie. And I always feel like pumpkin pie isn't even a dessert because pumpkin is like a vegetable, right? So it's basically like eating vegetable pie, which makes perfect sense. So I'm just going to continue to believe that pumpkin pie is not a dessert, yet it's just an additional vegetable you're eating at dessert. Okay, so that's what we're going to go. That's how we're going with that. Because I don't really care. What's on the Thanksgiving menu? Well, we can chat a little about Thanksgiving, and then I'll tell you guys about how our night went with the chorus concert yesterday. Oh, Melissa, I love my Bulletproof. My Bulletproof. You'll love it too. Try it out. 10% off. I love it. It's so easy on my belly because I used to have such bad heartburn and other issues, and this is really good on my belly. But yeah, so I was just talking with Eric because we are doing a dual Thanksgiving this year and having it together. Normally, we eat separately and then come together for desserts. But this year, I just cut the middleman out and said, just come to our house. because we'll get it all done in one shebang. And I just said, just come to our house. So we're actually making our list and going to the grocery store tomorrow. But there will be green bean casserole on the list. We are doing 2 turkeys because Eric is fancy and he wants to brine a turkey, which I don't know what that means, and do something else to a turkey, with, you know, like turkey things. And then we'll have stuffing and mashed potatoes and a sweet potato casserole and cranberry sauce. He makes real cranberry sauce. Oh, good. Crystal just ordered her Bulletproof. And so it's gonna be a, you know, your normal traditional Thanksgiving-y crap. That's pretty much what we're gonna do for that. And then no baking whatsoever. I will go pick up pies. I usually get a pumpkin pie. I want to fry a turkey, but I'm so scared that I'll burn the house down because I'm really bad at life. But we're going to get a chocolate pie, a pumpkin pie, an apple pie, a cherry pie, and probably call it a day. What is this? Brine equals soak and salt. Okay, well, I'm all for that, okay? Hi, ladies. The girls coming inside. No. The girls are coming inside. They was outside. Yes, so I'm all for a brine then. Have you ever done cornbread casserole? Never heard of such a thing. But you know what we should do Monday? Why don't we do this Monday as people are prepping? Why don't we do a feed of all of your Thanksgiving sides, and then you guys can put your favorite recipes in, and then you can steal recipes, and then so on and so forth. Because everybody loves a good casserole, you know? Casseroles are the best. I love a good casserole. All types of casseroles, you know? And then we'll do pie and coffee, of course. I will treat my entire family to Bulletproof because they will be at my house and I will share with them because I'm a nice lady. Not really. So yeah, so I'm excited. I'm excited for the holiday. I love Thanksgiving because I feel like it's kind of more relaxed, right? Like I don't feel as rushed. Girls, for the love. They're being really bad today. Broccoli and cheese cornbread. I need a recipe for that. You've never had a casserole? What? How have you never had a casserole? Maybe you don't know what a casserole is. Casseroles are the best. You throw a bunch of stuff in together. There's usually cheese involved, some sort of a breading. You can't not have casserole. Casserole? Come on. Oh, and a lot of people do that. I have heard that. Girls, I'm going to have to lock you up. Girls, you're going to go in the crate. Stop. Yeah, I'm going to have to lock them up, I think. They're being really bad. So I think a lot of people are actually doing traveling and to go to different places and having like 2 Thanksgivings, like one on Monday and one on Thursday and one over here and one over there. And that's kind of what you have to do when you have a family and you're traveling all over the place. I think people end up doing that more frequently than not. We just got lucky because everybody is relatively in our area, except for, like my sister won't come home for Thanksgiving because she's in California. And there is a loose dog. That is why they are barking. That dog? It came into our yard.
It's up at the gate, growling at me.
He's growling at you? Whose dog is that? Oh my gosh, guys, this is serious. She's having a heart attack. And it's a big dog. A big dog just came right into our yard. My husband said it tried to eat him. Is somebody coming to get it? Oh my goodness. Rogue dog in our yard. Rogue dog. He came right up to our cage.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any fear. And he's big too. What is he?
This is good. This means we aren't the worst people in the neighborhood.
We aren't the worst people in the neighborhood today. Somebody else is let there and it looks like a pit. It's a pit mix.
Pit lab.
No, don't you dare let it eat my Daphne. Daphne? Oh, it just, oh my God, guys.
Oh, it ran off. Daphne scared it.
Daphne scared it? Good girl, Daph. You scared it. Come here. Come here. You scared it. Come here. Oh, Lord. Daphne, you scare it. Come here, sweets. Daphne's scared to death right now. She's like, oh, I can't believe. I think she realized how big that other dog was. She came right back in. Come here, sweets. Wahab, and come on. Oh, my goodness. You rescued us. Oh, you poor thing. She's shaking. She scared herself with that big bark. Did you scare yourself? Did you scare yourself, you poor thing? Oh, yes. Yes.
Should I let Velma in the yard to go?
No. Let the dogs out. We don't know that neighbor's dog. Oh, my gosh, guys. It's a disaster. Don't let my dogs outside. I don't know that animal. Okay. Yeah, it's like our neighborhood has like exploded over the past 6 months. We've had all these new neighbors. I don't care what kind of a dog it is. It's just not on a leash and it's in my yard. But it looks like a pit mix. It looks like a black lab pit mix because it looks a little bit like Velma. And Velma got locked up because I do not need Velma to go through my screen to go after that dog because she is super fierce of our yard. She will get you. She is protector of the house. And I have news for you. Apparently Daphne thinks she's protector of the house because she went running out there and now she's shaking. Oh my gosh. So anyway, all right, so we're going to do a Thanksgiving thread of casseroles, desserts, recipes, all sorts of stuff. We'll put that up Monday. Hello, Karen. How are you? Hey, Jebba. So we'll put that up on Monday. So if you're still looking for suggestions and ideas, go ahead and look on Monday, and we'll get those up. And we'll get, that way you have some extra ideas for stuff. But yeah, so this is what happens last night. So let me tell you a story, okay? Let me tell you a story. So we had my daughter's chorus concert was last night, the fall chorus concert. And so we get there and all of the kids are dressed in their black pants and their red tops because that's what they had to wear. And so they are, they're all starting to sing, and it was pretty funny because as soon as they would forget the words, you could hear them, they'd be singing, and it's like, responsibility and responsibility and responsible, and it's like, oh my gosh, and they would all forget the words at the same time, and then they would come back and know the chorus of the song, right? And I was dying laughing, and there was this one girl on the end, this one adorable girl at the end. So like everybody was kind of like, hey Gloria, everybody was kind of like, all these kids were kind of like stage fright-ish, you know, and they were all standing together. There was this one girl on the end who was just, when she was singing, she was like, woo, responsible, woo, woo, oh, responsible, and she was just jamming, and I was just watching her, and I was thinking to myself, oh my God, I love this kid. I absolutely love this kid. And every song, she did not die down, not for a second. She pulled through every single song, no matter what they were singing about. She was rocking it to the umpteenth extent, okay? So she was just going and going and going and jamming and singing and jamming, and I was just loving her the entire time. And poor Sophia, of all people, to have the stage fright, hey Megan, hey Kimberly, hey Becky, she stood this the entire time. She sang, but she was not her normal self, which is a complete, you know, lunatic like me. And I was just watching this girl, and I was sitting in the back, and I'm jamming at the concert, and I'm loving it. But at the beginning of the concert, guys, I got to fill you in on what happened. I got to tell you what happened, okay? I have to tell you what happened because I didn't realize that I was going to be put off by this, and I was, and I feel bad about being put off by it because there was nothing wrong with it. So let me fill you in. So this is what happened. So I'm sitting, we walk in, and Bubby, my youngest, my 7-year-old Brian, walks in, and one of the little girls from his class walks up to him, and she's like, hey Brian, what's going on? And he's like, and he holds on to me, he's like, hi. And she was like, do you want to sit by me? And he's like, I'm here with my mom. And I was like, it's okay, you can go talk to her, you can sit with her. And she's like, come over here and sit next to me and my mom. We're just hanging out. And he's like, okay. So he goes over and he sits with her for a minute, and then I call him over because the concert's about ready to start. So the little girl follows him, and they're talking, and they're sitting there, and they're playing on an iPad, and she was very sweet. This little girl was adorable. She is in his class. She's a doll. And so they're talking or whatever, and you could see he was getting, like, as soon as I would watch him and he knew I was watching him, he would get all flustered because he's sitting here talking to this little girl. And then, so she goes back over to sit with her mom, and then she comes back over to me, and she's like, I just asked my mom if it's okay if Brian sits with me and for the concert, and she said that it was fine, if it's fine with you, and I'd really like Brian to sit next to me. Is it okay that Brian sits with me? And I was just like, okay, Brian can sit with you. And I was like, Brian, do you want to go sit with her? And he's like, yeah. So he goes over, and I'm watching them walk away, and my husband looks at me and he goes, did you just give that little girl, that little 7-year-old girl, the stink eye? And I was like, no, I didn't. And he's like, yes, you did. You just gave her the stink. And I said, I did not give her the stink eye. I said, she was very forward about what she wanted. She wanted to sit with my son during this chorus concert, and I obliged, but I was a little taken aback, and he was like, you need to relax. She's a polite little 7-year-old girl. And I said, I did nothing. I just sat here. Obviously, the girl knows what she wants. Okay? The girl knows what she wants. But I was just sitting there, and I was just like, this is my baby. This is my last little baby. What do you want to sit with him? I was like, but I want him to sit on my lap. And it was like, he was out. He was like, bye, Mom, I got to go. And I was like, oh, my gosh. Oh my gosh. And then, of course, Matthias was sitting next to me, and he was doing his homework, and you know, the show continued on, but I was just like, I was just sitting there, and I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, she came over, she was just like, I'd like Brian to sit with me and my mom, and we're gonna sit over here, and it's gonna be great, and blah blah blah. And I was like, okay. No problem, all good.
And then at the end, a second little girl came up and waved at him.
I know, he had 2 or 3 little girls come up to him. They're like, hey, Brian, what's going on? I was like, look, you shady little girls need to watch out where you're going with my little boy. My delightful, precious little boy.
Oh, he was fine.
He was fine. And the girls were very nice. And the girls were from his class. But I was just dying laughing.
You
because,
weren't nice.
Huh?
You weren't nice.
I was too nice. I did not give her the stink eye. I was very polite. It's just a little bit much when you don't expect these things, you know? They're little kids. Good morning, everyone. Who are you, little girl? Danielle says, who are you? No, she was very sweet, and she's in his class. I know who she is. She's like, I know you. You were here for Pi Day. And I was like, yes, I was. And she's like, yeah, well, that's my mom over there. And I was like, oh, okay. She was
terrible.
She was super
terrible.
cute. I was not terrible. Stop it. That's not even true or fair. He's being mean to me. It's not true or fair. Oh, good. Making breakfast for the kids. Don't touch my baby. Don't touch my baby. Don't do it. It's my baby. So, yeah. So, I have to say it was interesting because it was the first time I'd ever seen that with my baby. I have seen this with my oldest. He had a crush on this girl in school, and I had seen that a couple of times where he would want to sit with her or whatever. And we haven't seen this in middle school yet. I haven't seen the middle school crush yet. You know what I mean? So I'm waiting because I always ask him, are there girls in your class that you're interested in or whatever? No. And I'm like, okay, all right, but just checking in. Oh, guys, you're gonna love this, and I can share all about it. You're gonna see. I have a video coming out on Tuesday for this, and I'll tell you all about it. You're gonna love it. But yeah, I am going a little bit crazy as my kids get older because they are all starting to do different things, and of course those hormones are starting to surge with my middle schooler. Obviously it's just little crush stuff with my 7-year-old, but my 12-year-old is definitely having some of these angsty hormonal feelings. Are you here? Oh, did you join us? Did you join us? Can everybody see? Oh, dear, she is. Oh, she's so sweet. Oh, she's just so sweet. Look at her, the protector of the home. Get out of here. She is. She's sitting on it. She's sitting on, these are yoga towels. They're my stinky towels, but she's sitting on Brian's blanket. They always come and sit right on the clean laundry, right? Don't you guys know that's the way it happens? Yeah, right on the clean laundry. Right on the clean laundry. Oh, and I'm getting a text right now from Bubby's teacher asking, how does Brian do with ice cream? We have an ice cream social today. And you know what my reply is going to be to that? Well, you have a bathroom in your class, so it's really going to boil down to, do you want your bathroom blown up? If the answer is yes, feel free to give my son ice cream, because he will blow up that bathroom for you with his lactose intolerance. So totally up to you. Nicole, I have my Christmas stuff up because we shot Christmas videos for the blog. We did some stuff. I know, right, Christina? No peach and eggplant emojis. I am checking your phone. Do you guys do that? Do you guys, apparently there are apps. Daphne is a superhero, but only to herself. Yes, Lauren, that is correct. I love it. You are a superhero, but only to yourself. Yes. Yes, you're like Janet. There's an app, apparently, that actually, like, I don't know what the correct terminology for this, but, like, if you put in a phone number that's on your account that you, like, own, like your kids' phone number, right? You can have it to where they clone their text messages so you can see their text messages or whatever. So then you can, like, read it. Okay, then you can read it and see. So is that okay? And at what age do you have to stop? At what age do you have to stop doing that? Like, I feel like you could totally do this until, like, I don't know, 14 or so, but then maybe it gets to be more of a privacy thing. I don't know the answer because this is my first time. But I'm saying I know that I really want to do it. Because right now I just take his phone from him and I look through his text messages because he's 12 and it's like, you're 12. But like at 14, 15, 16, like, do you just get sneaky about it or do you not check? I don't know the right answer for that. Don't do that. Be careful what you wish for. That's what I'm saying, Karen. I don't have the answer. I don't know. So it's like, do you just ask to see the phone? Because it's like, I guess they could delete text messages. I think, yes, Casey, I think the big dog was scared of Daphne's haircut. Poor thing. That's mean. That's me. You're very pretty. You're very pretty. Yes, you are. You're very pretty. That's a bit invasive. Yeah, but if you have probable cause, okay, I like Cindy here. My son is 15. I don't look through his phone. So I think that is really, oh, yay, Laura's got her I Love My Children shirt on. I think you really have to make like a decision on that and then hold a firm line. Like if you say that you're not going to check, like you need to not check. Don't tell them that you're doing it. I know. And I don't know that, Lynette, I don't know. Fair, unfair, I don't know. It's just a topic for discussion. I think we're going to have, yeah, they can erase text messages. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know. I don't know. Stop in high school. Do it until high school. I don't know. I don't have an answer. But I know it gets harder and harder, right? Because the goal is to get them, is to make sure that you trust them and they trust you. And then it becomes, I think, this weird space because you want to hope and believe and pray that they're doing all of the things that you taught them to and that you believe that they should do. But I think part of you as just a parent just completely panics and you wonder, are they not? Are they not? And then it's just, it eats at you. So I don't know the answer to that, but I know that it is definitely tough. Kimberly says, I'm paying for it. It's my property. I'll check whatever I want. And I think that this is something that people feel very fiercely about on both sides. I think people feel like, because it's, I mean, you are, checking this, it is about making sure your kids are safe too, but are you just doing it to be, like, I guess there's a line too. Are you doing it just to be nosy and you have no reason to check? I don't know. Yeah, and that's kind of how, yeah. And my son, because the deal with my oldest, who has a phone because he's in middle school, and so the phone is really for me to call him for pickups and drop-offs and things like that, and he has the phone on him because he walks to school. So I check him and make sure that he's there, and I call and do all of this stuff. And I caught him on the phone with a girl once because he said, the rule was you can text your friends that we know, and then, you know, nobody else. Like, you can text your friends and that's it. If you want to call somebody else, you run it past us. Well, I guess a girl gave him her phone number at school, and then he decided to call it, and they were having a chat, and he jumped up like he had just robbed a bank when I walked in, and I was like, who are you on the phone with? And he's like, nobody. And I was like, oh, okay, you were on the phone talking to nobody? That sounds great. So then it was like, then he fessed up and told me he was chatting with a girl. And so then I used that as an opportunity to be like, well, what is her name? What is she, whose class is she in? What's going on? Blah, 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 blah. And it was just like, he you know, and then he wanted nothing to do with the conversation because he was embarrassed. And I was like, it's okay. You can like a girl and want to talk to her, but I'm going to know about it, and you're not going to be in here on the phone and saying things in private. Like, no. So, you know. There you go. Faith weighed in. Check their phone, period. You're the parent. So I think people just, you all have different, that's the other great thing about this community, though, is that we all have different input and we all have different ideas, and it's nice to be able to share. I didn't respond to it yet, but a message came in right before I went live from somebody, and she said, she messaged and she said, I just wanted to tell you, I've been following for a long time. I'm turning 40. I have a 20-year-old daughter, a 14-year-old son, and I just wish that there was a page like you that was around when I was raising my daughter, 20 years ago. Because she says, our community is about being real and honest and supportive, and we say the things that other moms or other parents won't say, and it opens conversation. And she said, I just had a couple of minutes, and I wanted to sit down and write to you and tell you thank you, tell your community thank you, because it means a lot to us. And I thought, and I sat there, and I didn't have time to reply. I'll reply after this. But I thought to myself, this is it. This is why we do this. This is support. This is encouragement. This is a forum to have a debate and a conversation about these things. And this is what life is. These conversations, this is life for us. This is what it is. We're talking about puberty. We're talking about kids' cell phones. We're talking about relationships with our spouses. We're talking about all of this. And it's great that we talk about it because it makes it so much easier for us. And it makes our lives better. And we know that there are other people going through it. And that's what I love about this. Like that we have all these people, Crystal and Amanda and Nicole and Jamie and Jennifer and Renee. All of this is what helps support and keep going. Andrea, Karen, Lynette. It's so wonderful. And so it makes all of the crappy stuff worth it. You get through it all and and it's worth it because we've got each other here, man. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. What is this? We got Disney Circle. I have to look at that. I'll have to see what that is. So anyway, and it's our time, and we're not alone, and it's just so great, and we're not alone, and I love that you guys are here with me. Yeah, so I'm just so happy. What age was your son when he got his phone? He got his phone at 11. 11, and it's really now, it's used, like I said, it's a tracking device on him because I want to make sure that he's exactly where he's supposed to be, and then I call for like pickups and drop-offs. But he definitely is uses it for games primarily at this point in his life. Yeah, and my rash came back this morning. Can you see? My rash came back this morning. Yay, rashes. Well, I love you guys. So I just want to say thank you for being here. Love, love, love. And if you've not checked it out, you can head over to Bulletproof. They've got tons and tons and tons of fantastic stuff. If you love coffee, they've got new cold coffee. They've got fat water, which is my favorite. So Sophia was so mad at me because I forgot to order it when I ordered my cold coffee. And she's like, where's the fat water? And I'm like, I didn't order any. We're out. And she's like, how do we not have fat water? I'm like, I'm really sorry, kid. I'll get it the next time I order, because she likes to take it to gymnastics. But anyway, so they've got all sorts of great stuff. Check it out. You get 10% off. I know we've got people in here loving on it too. So thank you for being here with us. I will see you guys tonight at 9 o'clock. I have a fun, we're going to sit down and chitty-chatty and pitty-patty and do some fun stuff together. So if you want to join me at 9 o'clock Eastern time. I will see you tonight. Have a glass of wine with me, or a glass of orange juice, or a cup of cocoa, whatever you want. And I will see you at 9 o'clock. I will see you soon. Bye, guys.